bless me, probably through clenched teeth. So this meant something. Now, yeah, very painful. It would make wrestling very difficult, but Jacob hung on. Remember, he's wrestling with the Lord. So yeah, and the Lord can dislocate your hip. You know, it takes a major car wreck to dislocate most people's hips. If that's going to happen, the Lord reaches over and touches, boom, his hip's displaced. And of course, the Lord could have displaced all the rest of his bones too. I just disconnected every bone in his body, and the Lord could have reached over and vaporized Jacob, and that would have been the end of that, if that's what he wanted. The only reason he's able to go on wrestling with the Lord is just, here we go. I mean, it'd be like, me wrestling with Luke. I wouldn't do that. But, he can wrestle with me as long as I want to let him. Only the strength disparity would be greater in the case of the Lord and Jacob. But Jacob hung on, and the Lord led him. So verse 27 to 28. So he said to him, "What is your name?" He said, "Jacob." And he said, "Your name shall no longer be called Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed." So now, in ancient culture, one's name was thought to express one's nature. That was an important statement about who you were. Esau, he's reddish, we'll call him Esau. Jacob, who's grabbing his brother's heel, he's trying to get ahead of his brother. Yeah, we'll call him Jacob. Supplanter, cheater, guy who tries to get ahead of other people, or a swindler might be, you could almost say that, he Jacobed me out of that, so that's his name. That was his name. And that had kind of been his nature. I have to think that in the case of these guys, at least, maybe when Isaac named them, the Lord maybe led him almost prophetically in a way of it to call Jacob Jacob, as that had been his nature up to that time. He had swindled Esau. He drove that hard bargain. Yeah, Esau was in the wrong for despising his birthright for that mess of pottage. I mean, it was lentils, but even for lentil soup, you should not give up your birthright. I like lentil soup, but big fan of lentils. But no, Jacob or Esau had done wrong, yes, but Jacob pushed that hard bargain. Swear to me that you'll give up your birthright. That was just not very nice. And then Jacob had, as I mentioned before, done that big deception, lied to his father and cheated Esau out of his birthright. That had not been very nice either. Jacob had not acted well. And I'm not sure whether Jacob was swindling Laban or trying to swindle Laban, but God was blessing him that he got ahead. I'm not quite sure what the deal was on that there. Ultimately, it is Laban's trying to swindle Jacob, and God's protecting Jacob, and God is helping him. So we see that change. And kind of maybe over that 20 years, it starts with Jacob's going to try to push a quick bargain with Laban. But by the end, Jacob is trusting the Lord, and the Lord is helping him. Well, anyway,